Hi, and welcome to Turra & Company, the mother-daughter podcast about everything. Our mission is to make herstory, aka history, not by going viral, but by doing something that has never been done before in our family. Whether we have 2 listeners or 2 million listeners, we are bringing you our very best, and hopefully we are learning and growing together in the process. Now let's enter into the Turra & Company experience and create herstory, aka history together. Welcome to Turra & Company. Welcome, company.
Okay, all right.
Welcome. Hi, how y'all doing? We are back in the stew. And that's not beef stew.
That's why I don't like that. That's why I don't like calling it the stew.
Because you think of beef stew? It makes you think of beef stew?
Or like any stew.
But it's the stew, S-T-U. That's because you're not cool sometimes, Ariel.
Yeah, Ariel,
you're so busy with your book life.
You're just going to be about that life.
Yeah, stew.
And that's okay. We still love you for it, but like...
The stew is the stew. You think rappers don't say, I'm about to go to the stew?
I'm about to go to the stew.
But you're not rappers, though. We're not...
We're podcasters.
But we're in the stew.
Okay, all right. Okay. Now I feel like I'm being ganged up on, but it's fine.
What? Company.
So sensitive.
How y'all doing? We are back for another episode. What we talking about today, y'all?
You got it?
Yeah.
That's all you, baby.
Yeah. You wrote it down and everything.
All right. So today our show is about, is social media real? And what we mean by that, because we all know we're on there. Everybody's on there. But is how you're presenting yourself on there the real you? Like, are you a couple
catfishing?
Not even cat.
Well, I just had a little light bulb go over my head, because not only could you be possibly catfishing your look on social media, you could be catfishing your personality,
that's
your
what,
lifestyle.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was just about to say. Are you coming through like your marriage is happy or your relationship is happy, but really you on the verge of divorce, or you barely with this dude, or he not even with you no more,
right.
Or he out here cheating and have you out here looking stupid?
Like, is it a situation of who I know you to be in person and who I know you to be on social media? Are those the same person? Or am I looking at how I see you in person and then I'm seeing you on social media and go like, wait,
somebody's a fraud.
That's not those.
That's fraudulent.
Because you posted that, but 2 weeks ago you just told me this.
2 weeks ago you just borrowed $20 from me, but now you posting that you is
Turks and Caicos.
Ooh, not the Turks.
Like, did you take my $20 and go to Turks and Caicos?
Right.
You was $20 short on your trip.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we're talking about today. We talking about, is social media real? And hopefully, what we hope for our listeners to gain from this is to, first of all, check yourself before you wreck yourself. I ain't said that in a long time. I used to say that all the time in season 1.
We just want to make sure no one's out here getting caught up.
Well, but even, listen, I always use this example. I'm going to use it again. Ariel said, fun fact this week, she told me she's going to get a story jar because I keep telling the same stories over and over.
I'll tell
How
you, Chelsi,
rude
where
is
I got
this?
that later.
How rude is this that she told me this? I was telling her a story, and I guess I told her this story before. And she said, I'm going to get a story jar. So every time you tell me a story multiple times, you're going to have to put money in this jar. And I said, I probably won't put money in the jar because I feel like each time I tell it, I'm telling you from a different facet of it. I might have left something off and I'm giving you another nugget of it. So,
and that's what someone who tells a lot of stories would say.
That is exactly
that's what
and
someone who repeats themselves.
Exactly.
Because I do that too, and I would say the exact same thing.
But listen to me. So I use this example of, have you ever been at work and your boss calls a group meeting and they say, well, we're having a little bit of a problem with this, that, or the third. And you think, she ain't talking about me, but she is talking about you.
Absolutely.
Because I feel like when those group situations happen, the person that it's targeted for, that's the offender. So I say that to say, I want our listeners not just to stop, but first of all, recognize that you're doing it, because they probably going to listen and be like, I don't do that. They ain't talking about me. So when you're listening to this show, I really want y'all to be listening with a open mind and an open heart for change.
And
because
open ears.
and open ears, because I'm telling you, there's a reason why we bringing up this show, because we've been seeing some people that's got a suspect on social media, and it made us, have this thought. So anyway, let's get started. Me on social media, I am not a super poster. I will say that. I post when I have something unique going on. So if I take a trip, I'm going to post. If it's somebody's birthday or we went out and had a fabulous little time, like a little unique time, I'm going to post. Just posting that I had honeycomb for breakfast is just not me. It's just, I don't post that I made a salad and here, look at my salad.
Even if it was the best salad you've ever had in your life.
Listen, but these
But who
salads y'all be
cares?
posting, these is
With bell
big
peppers and
back salads.
But wait a minute,
Y'all
with
is
bell
doing some
peppers,
big back activity.
with big old bell peppers cut up on it, and a whole bunch of cheese,
whole bunch of fried chicken
fried
strips.
chicken
and it be
strips,
iceberg
cheese.
lettuce. If you're gonna post a salad, at least let it be like arugula
I like a full bottle
with some
of ranch
strawberry balsamic or something.
What
Like
the
let it be.
bottle of ranch. Be
Wait a minute!
doused in ranch.
Don't be putting no salad online with some French. Do y'all even know what French dressing is? Because I
do.
never buy it. Have you ever tasted it?
I don't like it.
So when I was a kid, I'm gonna be honest. Like you would go to a baby shower, and these are the dressings that would be sitting on the table. It would be French.
What even is French dressing?
I don't know.
It tastes like
orange
Catalina to me.
It's orange though. It's
Yeah.
like really orange. So you would have French dressing, you would have Italian, and there used to be this dressing called Green Goddess. I think it's
Yes.
still out there.
Yeah.
You would have those three, and I used to be like, who made this combination? Why did somebody think that that's what I wanted?
Not even a blue cheese or a ranch.
See, back in the day, blue cheese wasn't popping like that. A lot of people wasn't into blue cheese.
I'm still not.
A lot of people still are into blue cheese. Do
Yeah.
you know how hated I get stoned whenever I say
Yeah, blue cheese
I
is an
like
acquired
blue
taste.
cheese.
It's an acquired taste. So anyway, I go back. So I am not a super poster. So what I do post every year is my anniversary, and I do get long with it because I'm proud of myself. This year is going to be a real long post because I've been married 30 years this September, and I'm going to celebrate the heck out of that because that's a big deal. Let me get some claps for myself. Yeah, that's how we do it. So anyway, I'm not a big poster like that. The most I post now is promotion for this podcast. That's the most I post now. And let me be real clear. Some people, they post a lot and I enjoy it because they'll post memes that make me giggle. They'll post inspirational things. I love that. But when I think I've said this before, when you're posting, I want some pancakes. Anybody want to go? That's a text. That's
I'm so glad you brought this up. I'm so glad.
Well, I brought it up before, but I'm bringing it up again.
I'm so glad because lately I've been seeing people is really trying to make plans on Facebook, and I'm like, baby, put that in a group chat.
Yeah, what is happening?
Put it in a group chat.
They literally be like, I got a taste for pancakes. Anybody want to go?
Or we doing a girls' night this day, and then you gonna tag everyone, and then y'all literally put, baby, send
That's
me
not the
a
way.
text.
See, the only exception I'm willing to put on that is if you post something like that on your close friends on Instagram. And the only reason I say that is because the close friends is you pick those people, right?
But I find Instagram, people use that differently.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a Facebook. This is totally a Facebook offense that I'm talking about.
Yes.
That's true.
Facebook, you got 3, 5, some people got 1,000 people on their Facebook.
Right.
So you just wanted 1,000 people to know you wanted pancakes.
In different locations, like not even where you are.
Yeah.
Or that's just telling people where you about to be.
Right,
So
just
that feels like
airing out your business.
that feels like a way to get caught up. I'm sorry, but that feels like
I ain't think of it from a security aspect. I'm thinking of it just from a I don't care aspect.
fair.
I really
don't
don't
wanna see
care.
that. I really don't want to see that.
And they're probably like, well, then snooze me. And you probably will be.
Right.
Because knowing me,
And then
I'm quick to snooze.
especially to the aspect of when you have people who got that FOMO, that fear of missing out, then you don't you make a post like that and then you don't tag that person.
Now you're in trouble.
Now you done caused even more issues.
Nah.
So that's why I'm saying, baby, just put it in the group chat.
Why not?
Just put it in the group chat.
Yeah, I feel like we need
to have their numbers.
I feel like we need to build some rules around how to function in all the social medias, how to function in Facebook, how to function in
Facebook, Instagram,
X,
Twitter, X formerly known as Twitter. We need master classes.
And TikTok. TikTok doesn't bother me though. TikTok, they do it right. Over there, they're having fun, they're dancing.
Right. Making funny
Keith Lee is
videos.
going all over the country tasting food and stuff. So TikTok, I don't have no problem with that. TikTok makes me happy.
I just feel like the number one offender is Facebook.
Yes.
Facebook is the top of the list.
Yes. Facebook is where y'all out there putting this craziness.
And maybe just because it's like the OG. I don't know what it is, and just people been on it for so long. But baby, I need you to evolve with the times.
But some of the people...
Just because it says what's happening or what's going on, don't mean I want to know what's going on.
Yeah, it's just, Facebook. And you said it's the OG because it's the older social media. Is that what you mean by OG?
Well, I just, there was MySpace first, and you weren't really on that.
No,
and that was for the younger generation.
And even with MySpace, people weren't acting.
Yeah, people weren't doing
they had
silly
their own,
stuff like that.
They were.
They had their own like special little stuff.
But
it wasn't
MySpace just wasn't like built for that.
Like the worst thing that can happen on MySpace is
you change your top 8 and then you cause them beef that way.
Right.
Because you took me out your top 8.
Or you post it on somebody's like wall too much. Like that's the kind of stuff that would pop up.
But like Facebook, Facebook was like I feel like the head runner for, like paved the way.
It changed the game.
Exactly.
It was groundbreaking. It was different.
And it's evolved with the way it's used and what it's doing. But I just feel like some people
are stuck.
Evolving with
they're stuck.
Yes.
Because they want, it's that FOMO. You absolutely just said it. It's that I see people that post daily.
You ain't got no friends. That's the way I equate it to.
But I think we said this in another episode before. Like, why do you need to post a selfie of yourself every day?
Well, because, and the other thing about it is this, right? The people who post every day, or the people that are like, oh, look at my new whatever, look at this vacation that I'm going on, right?
That's what I do. What's wrong with that?
They do it all the time. I'm not talking about what I'm not talking about what you do. I'm talking about the people that are like, I just went 2 cities over. You know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff. Like,
I just went to prom.
Right. I just went to prom.
I just went to Pahrump.
Oh, right. Or you like, it's stuff that you do regularly, or like something that like to any normal person passerby is a normal thing.
But I'm telling you, people are posting their leg and being like, here go my leg. It's just so much. So anyway, I did want to address that. But the biggest conversation I wanted to have is, are you showing up on social media as your true, authentic self? So if I went into your actual Facebook page today and I started scrolling, because I do this sometimes, especially, so this is when I get a new friend request, the first thing that I'll do is after I accept the friend request, I go to their page and I scroll through their page because I want to see what kind of stuff. Who is this? Who are you? I literally do this. I'll be like, who are you? I want to know who you are. So I'll scroll through your page. So the question that we're posing today is, if I went on your page, is your page a true representative of who you are? Is it giving me your true personality, or is it giving me the one you want me to believe? Are you giving me your true relationship, or are you giving me the one you want me to believe? Now, let me be real clear. With the relationship stuff, of course you're going to post your best self on all of these areas, right? You're going to post your best self in your relationship. But my thing, I just heard this and it resonated with me. The people who are loud in their relationship most times are the most miserable. Because people who are happy and settle, they don't got to talk about it. I don't have to talk about me and Neil all the time because we are who we are. You do not see a lot about me and Neil. Only time you see me and Neil is birthday, his birthday, my birthday, you know, the celebrations. But I'm not on there having arguments with him.
That is wild.
Yeah, I'm not arguing with Neil on Facebook.
Anything.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm just not.
Or like telling like, oh, you left your socks on the floor. Like that to me is crazy.
Somebody is out there saying to their husband like they don't live in the same house that they left their socks on the floor.
Yes. So that's my one beef with TikTok is the people. And TikTok. I mean, my one beef with TikTok, and don't get me wrong, like these people are genuinely wrong. Like they'll do something like absolutely like crazy, like they won't do the dishes or they won't take care of their kids or stuff like that.
Yeah,
I get that, but you don't have to tell the world this.
Yeah,
like you don't
because then you're gonna do that, and then the internet's gonna be like, oh, girl,
they're gonna go against you,
right? They're gonna go, girl, what are you doing? Like you need to leave, and then she gonna double down and be like, oh no, but like that's my husband. Like, babe, you shouldn't have just posted it.
Right?
Like
so,
you should have just kept it to yourself.
Right?
Exactly.
And that's what I mean when I say, are you presenting, you know, showing up on social media the same way you are in life? Because if you post on social media like, ugh, I can't stand this, but you're not going to do anything in your real life, then what's the point of telling us about it? And I feel like also the same can go for like your career. It's like, I also can't stand people who are like all the time say that they hate their job because I'm just
on
like,
social media.
On social media. Like I get it. Having to go to work isn't fun because we live in a capitalistic society, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera.
Here you go with that rhetoric.
And Chelsea, look,
Ariel with the rhetoric.
Look, I'm not wrong, but I get it. I understand that. But if you're like, oh, I hate, you know, such and such or working for such and such company, I understand that, like, you know, it's hard to find another job, but you don't have to tell me that you hate your job every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
You don't have to post about it all the
500,
time.
800, 1,500 friends. I'm putting up the air quotes on Facebook. Not everybody is your close friend. So you just blasted that out to 1,500 people. Why do you think that 1,500 people care that you don't like your job? First of all, it's a job. I don't think anybody likes their job. It's what we need to do. So we get the best one that serves us. And we do what we got to do because we need to eat. We need lights to be on. We need heat and we need air. And because in Vegas, we need air conditioning.
And what's funny is I find it funny that you say that because I'm pretty sure like all of us actually don't mind our job.
We don't mind our jobs, but it's a job. Like, keep that into perspective. Like my dream job is no job.
My dream is not. I do not dream of labor. That's
exactly. So to say that this is the best job, you're kind of bringing that atmosphere of I want to work for the rest of my life, and I don't. The dream job is to be independently wealthy and be able to be free from the system, off the hamster wheel, and wake up in the morning and do what you want to do every day. Right. So that's why I say no job is the dream job, but we have let society talk us into, oh, you want that dream job. You want that best job. Listen. And
if it's anything less than that, you're miserable.
If you pick door number 1 and door number 2 and you trying to get the best option for life, you going to want one of them doors to be no job.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's why I said what I said. But yeah, what were you saying, Chelsi? Did you remember?
Another aspect that I was going to say that kind of correlates with the job is you telling me about your bills. I don't that you got all these bills or that like you don't want to pay bills or you know what I can't, or like where it all, I just feel like it falls under one bush is you just complaining about things that we all got to do as an adult. Like, oh my God, I hate adulting. Like, oh my gosh, like adulting is so, babe, grow up.
Because also at the same time, if I talk to you in person about your bills, you're going to be like, maybe you'll be like, ugh, I hate my bills.
You're not going to tell me.
Right. Because everyone does.
So you rather splash it out to social media. But when we're on the phone, you're never telling me about your bills.
Right. Because you know what it is? It's because people really feel the need to be relatable on the internet. They really want this, like, isn't that right, everybody? Like that kind of response.
But then look, but you doing that, you getting maybe one like.
That's so true.
You are maybe getting like one thing.
Yeah.
You know, you're not even getting like, you're not reaching the masses or anything like
Right.
that.
Right. And I do look at that because I'm like, who is anybody responding to this?
Like, who is this for? Because that's the other thing that I
well, you
feel
think
like,
it's for everybody, but you're not getting a response.
here's my thing, right? Let's talk about the people who will post that they did some extreme, lavish, expensive looking thing, but in real life,
Yeah, you was on a yacht for the day in Florida.
right? And then, but you go back to your normal life and you live in like a condo or something like that, a not even expensive condo, right? You're posting that on social media so that you can get the attention, not legit, and to make the attention that you're getting seem normal. Like you are trying to be relatable on something that isn't relatable. More like let me rephrase. You're trying to be relatable to a life that you don't have. So like you're trying to make yourself seem like you're like 5 steps above what you actually are. And that to me is like,
it's fraudulent.
It is fraudulent. But like if you talk about how, if you have like a normal, regular job and you post about like going to brunch, that's normal people stuff. Like that's normal people activities. Fine. That your talk matches what you post on social media.
Yeah.
But if you have a regular job where you work at Wendy's and you talking about how, we renting yachts every weekend.
And there's nothing wrong with working at Wendy's.
Not a problem. Not a single one. But the problem becomes...
Thanks for throwing that disclaimer in there.
I just want to isolate the Wendy's worker.
I don't mean that's like a problem.
Right.
My problem with it
I feel
is
like
that
you just was a little judgment.
No. The judgment comes from you being like, I make all these big bucks. No, you don't.
But wait a minute. Did we just isolate Wendy's workers? Maybe they do work. Maybe they do make a lot of money.
So you mean to tell me a corporation like Wendy's is paying people thousands of dollars?
We don't know.
I don't know.
We don't know. We don't know what their pay structure is.
Yeah, I never knew.
We don't know.
But I get it. I get what you're saying. If you work in a everyday
regular job,
minimum wage making job,
right? I'm not even saying minimum wage. But
it's also let's go here. Let's take it here. It's how you manage your money. Because you could work at Wendy's and be the biggest baller in town because you manage your money. Like I say this all the time. Just because you make $200,000 a year, $250,000 a year, and somebody makes $60,000 a year, that person that makes $60,000 a year could quite possibly be living a better financial life than the $250,000, because not all, but a lot of times when we make that type of money, the $250,000, you tend to have a mentality of you almost spend as much as you make. Where a $60,000 a year person knows, I'm on a limited fixed income. I got to watch what I do. And they could be more budget conscious. It could happen in both ends of the spectrum. Mm-hmm. But I find that the higher notch earners tend to be a bit more in debt, because you kind of have a mindset sometimes when you make that kind of money. I have it. It's here. It's here for the taking. But when because this has happened to me before. I was in a certain bracket. I worked a job and I was in a certain bracket and we were up there. And I was so in debt because I thought, I make this much money, I can have whatever I want. So I was spending as fast as I made it, right? So then I had an illness and I quit that job. I made a decision to quit that job and go to a lesser paying job because I needed peace of mind, right? I had more money, more disposable income when I cut my wage because I was more conscious of that new wage. I didn't think, oh my God, I got millions of dollars to spend. And so I was very financially aware, right? But I was intentional with where my money would go. How about that?
You were conscious. Okay.
I was conscious. I was financially conscious when I made the lesser money. So I get that, what people try to do, because social media gives you that feeling like, I've said it before and I'm not going to stop saying it. When you get those likes, it warms your heart. It does.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It does.
And if you don't have your head screwed on tightly,
You'll do whatever you got to do to get the likes.
Whatever you think you got to do to get the likes. And you start getting, it's almost like a little addiction.
Oh, absolutely.
Chelsea, how you know? Because you be posting pictures every day.
I mean, I don't post pictures every day.
But you do post pictures.
Now, I think for me, now I have a different mindset about everyone. About like every social media. Like I adjust the way I act for every social media.
Because on Twitter, you're wild as a barracuda.
I don't even use X, formerly known as
Well,
Twitter.
you used to.
Oh yeah, when you
used to. When you used to use it, you was wild.
it was her own.
It was a
personal
whole
little
nother
private public diary.
She was her own. I was like, who? I told you when, because I didn't have Twitter until we started Turra Company, and I have a Turra Company Twitter, and Chelsi used to follow it, right?
Yeah.
And so I could see her posts, and I was like, who is this person? And then there would be Chelsi, and I was like, oh. It was taking me back a notch because you were like this. It was like this persona of another person. You became another. You did what we're talking about.
I wouldn't say that.
No, I was.
Well, you was another person to me
back
because
in
I was
the
like,
day.
who is saying this stuff? Who's saying these things?
Yeah, it was crazy. I used to be wild.
just say whatever.
Yeah, I used to eat like so much so, and I was so self-aware about it that I used to have this phrase, tweet first, ask questions later.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Like,
I was like, please take yourself off of the Twitter because I can't take it. You're giving me heart palpitations. I cannot.
If it came into my head, it just
Yeah,
I had
it
to
was
get
bad.
it out.
And that
It
was
was
the
bad.
original purpose of Twitter. So
Absolutely, but
But I wasn't ready for as her mother, I wasn't prepared. I didn't know. Nobody prepared me. Nobody went and prepared the others, which would be me. But I just want people to be consciously aware. I want you to be consciously aware of what you're posting. Listen, it's your social media. Always keep that. Keep that in mind. It's your social media. You handle it how you want to handle it, but be real about it. I think if social media, people who post on social media would really get real and stop trying to get that house that looks all good so you can look like you got money, why not get the money? Why not really work towards that money that you're wanting to look like you have, right? You went and rented a house that's $5,000 a month that got this big sprawling kitchen, big sprawling entry. I mean, it looks fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you could be building wealth. Like sometimes if you ever really met a really rich person, when you first met them, you probably didn't know that they were rich. Because really old money, really rich people they don't wear their wealth. They do not wear their wealth. They drive older model cars. They don't always drive the latest model cars. They don't always have the latest cell phone. They don't, because they're too busy putting it into building their wealth. I just read something recently that said really rich, financially conscious people, what they do is they don't spend time spending their money. They spend time investing their money because they're trying to inflate that wealth. They're trying to build that wealth higher and higher and higher. So if you're constantly spending, you're not building. It's going out as fast as it comes in. But if you get the smaller house with the smaller mortgage, get the more sensible car with a smaller payment, if you even got to make a payment, because you could pay cash. But if you do certain tweaks, right, then you can have that life authentically that you're trying to portray. So that's kind of what we're saying. We're not saying don't have the life. If you really got the life, by all means. But I promise you, the people who are really living the life, they're not posting it on social media. I guarantee you. I want people to even chime in. If you're living the life, you got a big, nice, sprawling house. You got a big, fancy car. Chime in and tell me if you're posting that on Facebook. And I'm going to tell you why they're probably not posting it. Because it's my shower syndrome. I take a shower every day. I don't come to work saying, oh, I took a shower. I don't go to Ariel saying I took a shower. When you have it like that, you're not posting it because it's natural to you. It's only when somebody hasn't ever had anything, when they haven't been exposed to anything, I think that's when they get all what we're talking about today, where they're bragging, posting it, and got to show everybody. Because real wealth is not loud. Happiness in relationships is not loud. It's very low. I'm happy in my relationship, so I'm low in it. You don't hear me. If you are even my close friend, you'll hear me talk about Neil, but it ain't gonna go too far because, like Ariel said, I look stupid going too far because they're gonna be like, "Well, what you doing there?" You always run that risk, right? When you start complaining about your mate, you always run that risk of somebody saying, "If it's that bad, why are you still there? Because you look like a dum-dum."
Right. And then just, it's not worth it.
So why do that to yourself? I mean, I vent. Don't get me wrong. I vent because you need to do that. That's healthy. But I don't keep being like, oh my God, this dude. Because now this dude sounds like a dud. Right. So why would I keep talking about it? So happiness, financial, real finances, real together finances, it's not loud. Real happy relationships, it's not loud. Stuff is not loud. You don't have to post it. Nobody knows our life. Do they? Do I post my life?
No.
Not really.
I did just post my new car when I got it.
That's like, yeah, I guess.
And Ariel got on me because I had posted my license plate. And she was like, why would you post your license plate?
Right. I was like, why?
I was just so excited. I wanted people to know what it said.
Right.
Because I have a vanity plate.
I get
but
that.
I took it down. Yeah. I listened to you. I as soon as you said it, I took it down because you were right. I took it down. I was like, oh, I didn't think of it like that. You know, sometimes you can learn from your children. Listen, the smartest parents know that it's a give and take. You can learn a lot from your children and they can learn a lot from you. It can't be one way. I find people, not to go off on a tangent, but I find that people, I don't know if y'all know this or have people in your life like this, but sometimes I think there are parents out there that think, I'm the parent. You don't teach me. I teach you. That's false. And that's taking you down a bad road. And that'll build resentment. You need to be able to be receptive to learning from your kids as much as they are to learning from you. That's open. That's open doors to communication. So y'all got any more on that? That was a good show.
No. Yeah. Got a lot out.
Yeah, we got a lot out. So let us know, company. Let us know like I said, don't be that person that's like, oh, they ain't talking about me. I don't post that much. I only post 500 times a day. I don't know. That's for the person who posts 1,500 times a day. I only do 500, so I'm good. It's not talking about me. But really think about how you're using it. Think about what you're posting. Think about, is this post really interesting to me? Is it going to be interesting? Is this something that I should have sent somebody in a text?
Is this something that I'd be okay with not getting a single like for? I'm so serious.
Right.
That is personally.
That is what you should be asking.
That's how I treat especially my Instagram.
Yeah.
My thing is, it's not about what other people are going to like to see.
Yeah.
Because the likes going to come regardless. Because I always get likes.
You do.
All right, big likes baller.
I'm not saying
dropping like that. Yeah, I get a lot of likes. Like I
always get a likes baller. No, you didn't say likes baller.
That's not what I mean.
Dropping
I'm
that
sorry.
real quick.
She was like inflated on that.
Right.
Her head was. She's not gonna be able to get out of the studio. Her head was big on that.
I get likes.
No, what I mean
I'm going to get likes no matter what.
I have people on my Instagram who. They'll see my things and they'll like it, and because I'm the same way. If I see something and I like you, I like the post. Like that's like that's why I say the likes are gonna come regardless, because that's how people are on Instagram.
Because if you give a lot of likes, you'll get a lot of likes, and that's why I don't get a lot of likes, because I don't give a lot of likes. I'm weird because I'm the type, and I don't mean no harm about it. I'm the type that I will scroll and I'll see stuff and be like, oh my gosh, but I don't think to always hit that button. I've said this before. It's counted to my head and not my heart, because it's not that I'm not in love with it. And I'm trying to get more conscious of that, of liking more, because people do want those likes, right? And if it refreshed me, I should give a like. Like there's sometimes I read stuff and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe that. So This is
a sidebar, a little bit of a tangent, and then we'll come back. But I'm one of the kinds of people where I will only like something if I know the person is going to see that I've liked it. Let me explain.
That sounds a little crafty. That sounds a little
No. It's not a trick. Here's what I mean. I don't care if a famous person that I follow posted something. I can take it or leave it. I may not put a like.
Yeah.
But my friend, everything they post, I'm like.
You know, when you put it in perspective like that, I don't like a lot of like. Now, of course, when my husband pops up on my timeline, of course, I give that a little like because I need all these girls.
I'm like, your husband? What?
Jack.
You give him a like?
Absolutely, every time it pops up.
Okay.
But like, if I see like another, just like a random celebrity, because I went through. This is another big pet peeve of mine. This is more like Instagram specific, and I just told someone this. On my Instagram, I think I have like 800 followers exactly, but then like my following is like 850 something. Like I'm not far off because I don't like to be far off. So like I don't like to follow a lot of celebrity pages or things like that because I know it's not going to follow me back. It's just like a weird thing for me.
Yeah, I get you though.
But because of that, I don't really get too many like celebrities, but the ones I do, like, you know, like every once in a while, depending on like what it is or like what they're posting about. But yeah, I'm the same way that like I really only post, I really only like things from like the people who I actually know.
Right. And so that brings up a good point because I just was going through our touring company Instagram and I said, I only want to see podcasters. Like I really had a moment where I said, I don't want anything on this Instagram account other than podcasters.
That's why I feel like a lot of celebrity Instagrams don't follow a lot of people.
Because they only want to see certain stuff, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's me. I want to support other podcasters. Like I want to see what episodes do you have coming out? What's going on your podcast? I really want to. That's when I scroll through and I'm like, oh, Mama Life is doing this. Oh, the John is doing this. Oh, Talking All Day with Tay is doing that. I love to just see what's going on with I call them my colleagues because we all in the same business. I love to support them and I hope they love supporting me. So I just went through and I just followed some people, some podcasters, because they were following me. I was like, wait a minute. Now, usually if you follow us, and this is just facts, if you follow us and you're just a regular person, one of our company, I don't follow you back. And it's no shade, but it's just, I want Turra Company to be full of podcasts. I want to support and see other podcasters. I want to click up and link up with them. I want to support them and give them encouragement. So that's just my personal opinion and how I use that. Now, my personal account, I have celebrities on there. I have people that I know. I have more, I think, celebrities, though, that I follow. Just because that's my personal account and that's what I want to see. Instagram, I use it as who I want to see. I'm very intentional and I'm really, I guess I said it, intentional in who I want to see. Facebook is friends and family, right? Instagram is who I want to be entertained by. TikTok is who I want to be entertained by. So that's how I use mine. We're not saying you got to do what we do, but what we do want you to do is have a little revelation and think about it, right? First of all, think about it so you can get the revelation. And then when you get the revelation, make a couple of switches. I mean, make a couple of switches up, switch it up. You know, don't post that salad maybe today.
Salad, like, I don't know.
Don't post your nails today.
Now that people like that, I don't think people are ever going to stop doing it. And I personally don't.
Well, just don't post it today. I didn't say stop. I said
just take a break. Take a break.
Don't post them today.
Take a break.
You know, just start being mindful and self-aware. Our 2024 theme, be self-aware and be like, you know, maybe nobody cares about this salad today. Because I got to talk about the salads because I keep seeing salads. I keep seeing people posting salads. And I get it because people eating a lot of salads because it's first of the year trying to get slim and trim. I support that. Anyway, company, that was our show for today. We hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to, if you want to, hit us up on our social medias. Let us know how you feel about it. Do you feel that you are okay with what you are posting and you good? You don't need to make no changes? Or do you think, I might can switch some things up. Be transparent. That's how you grow. We here to grow. We growing ourselves. We here to grow, and we want you to grow. So hit us up on our social medias if you feel like it. Hit us up on the DMs if you don't want to see, you don't want people to see what you're saying to us, because we love hearing from you. Follow us on all of them. Remember, I am more Instagram focused this season. So if you want to hear back from me, do Instagram. But yeah, and look at us on YouTube.
Yeah, leave us a comment and a like on YouTube. Yeah,
I missed it.
I know. I said no. People can. I was like, you should.
I thought you said it was one.
No, like people.
No, she said give us a comment and
on YouTube.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, because our viewership is rising on YouTube. So yes, if you are looking at us on YouTube and you like the show, let us know. We know you like the show, but it's so encouraging when we hear it from you. So that's our show for today, and we will see you on the next episode.
Okay, bye.
Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. We look forward to you joining us on the next episode. Until then, be inspired and enlightened.